Hello, guys and gals, and welcome to another episode of Skills and Abilities. Today, we're going to be going over the Paladin aura known as a Vigor. Vigor is, well, an amazing ability, but definitely not something that you're going to run like all the time. Get it? Run all the time. Cheesy jokes. Vigor can be gotten from some items, believe it or not. So there is a pair of boots known as Tear Haunch boots, which can be utilized to give you +2 Vigor, so you don't have to put points in it. You can also get Vigor from the Harmony Bow, which is a very nice rune word. And if you're a Amazon, or actually, honestly, any character, Harmony Bow it makes a very good secondary choice for just having Vigor so that you can swap to it to get around faster. Vigor is an interesting ability because not only does it give you a really large amount of run-walk speed, it also makes it so that your stamina never runs out. And the run-walk speed that it does give you is actually a separate kind of run-walk speed than others. And I feel like I need to bring up a character that you may or may not have seen before. His name is Sanic the Hoojhag. Sanic the Hoojhag is a character that I built around the idea of trying to find out exactly how fast you could potentially run. And the question I did not realize had such a crazy answer, because you can run extremely, extremely fast. Now, I feel like this is the best character to show off this, not a paladin, because I need you guys to understand how faster run walk works and why Vigor is so good. So, run walk on items like a charm, which these are totally hacked, by the way, so don't even pretend for a second that these are legitimate. I found these because that would be insane. But run walk on things like charms, things like run walk on boots, things like run walk on your weapons or armor or anything like that is actually capped pretty hard. This is considered item-based run walk. So item-based run walk is a completely different category from skill-based run walk. Skill-based run walk comes in the form of things like burst of speed. Vigor, which I gave myself level 31 Vigor aura on a helmet because I cheated the crap out of this character. Because the goal of this character was just simply to see how fast can I run. How fast can I actually run? And so I got myself a ridiculously large amount of faster run walk. I'm currently sitting at 4,748% faster run walk with a ridiculous increase of run walk from level 63 burst of speed, which gives me a skill-based run walk of 70%. And then I also have the Vigor aura running, which is a huge increase to my skill-based run walk as well. And then to top that all off, then I'm using things like Frenzy to make myself run even faster, and utilizing things like Inferno Stride to get even faster than that, which give me the skill-based run walk from level 63 Blaze. And when utilizing skill-based run walk, you can make your character go insanely fast. A lot faster than anyone, I think, honestly ever realized until I actually made this character. And once I actually made this character, then you realize just how ridiculously fast he can go. Did I put a point in Leap? Get over here, Leap. I said Leap. Thank you. Well, once you have all of these abilities running, this is the ridiculousness that results. And the reason why I'm trying to show you this is that it's not just about run walk speed. Vigor is a skill-based run walk speed, which bypasses the normal penalty of run walk speed and allows you to go just insanely fast. If I were to take off all my skill-based run walk speed, like for instance the Blaze Boots, the Vigor Helmet, the Burst of Speed, Frenzy, and all those other things which are considered skill-based run walk, the character would not be anywhere near as fast as he is right now. This is all because of skill-based run walk. And this is why Vigor is so ridiculously good, even though it doesn't seem like it is. When you look at it on paper, it doesn't really seem like a whole lot of crazy ness. Like, you look at it and it goes, okay, well, what is it? 35% run walk. That's not that much because my boots are giving me 30%. So 35% run walk isn't really that much. Wrong. Incorrect. Skill-based run walk speed is so much more powerful than run walk speed on your boots that 35% that is coming from Vigor is actually insanely more than the 35% that you are getting from your boots. And that's the absolutely silly thing about Vigor, is that even just a small amount of skill-based run speed has a huge effect on how your character runs. And this character actually hasn't been beefed up to his maximum because I was actually planning on throwing some hustles on here just to see if I could get him even faster than he was before. But right now he's utilizing pretty much everything that he can to make himself run faster. Vigor, on the other hand, is a one-point wonder. You throw 1 point into it, you utilize it for your Paladin, you put it on when you're running in your groups, and you make your whole entire group run faster. No more stamina issues ever, basically. And on top of that, you never have any trouble keeping up with your group either, which is nice. Now, the unfortunate side effects of running Vigor is that oftentimes you can leave somebody behind. I don't know if you guys have ever heard the joke. There was a mommy tomato and there was a daddy tomato, and they were walking along, and the little baby tomato, he kept falling behind. And the daddy tomato kept getting angry at the baby tomato. He's like, you better keep up or else. And the baby tomato fell behind again, and the daddy tomato ran back, and he said, you better catch up. And the little baby tomato, he just couldn't do it, and he finally fell behind one last time. And his daddy tomato, he got really mad, and he ran back, and he took his fist, and he went, and he said, catch up! And unfortunately, little baby tomato actually did become ketchup because he got squished into oblivion. But that's basically what happens with Vigor, is that unfortunately Vigor does actually cause some issues, which is if you have Vigor and the group has Vigor and somebody falls behind, well, guess what? They no longer have Vigor. And it's impossible for that person to catch up to the group because everybody is running so ridiculously fast, and the person who left the range of the aura is no longer running very fast. And this means that they end up getting left behind. It's actually quite silly because we were running a 8-man Paladin team just the other day, and one of our players had like freaking level 20 Vigor because he was running hammers, which actually has Vigor as a synergy, and he's running Vigor the entire time because we had another Hammerdun who was running concentration, so he didn't need to overlap a second concentration. So we had a ridiculous like level 27 Vigor aura on the group the entire time. Well, anytime somebody stopped and wasn't paying attention and left the range of the group, they could no longer catch back up to the group because the group was running at like Mach 27, literally running through everything at ridiculous speeds because we had a permanent level 27 Vigor aura on the group, which was absolutely amazing. In fact, if you ever do like a ladder reset or something like that, if one Paladin wants to sacrifice his DPS to run maximum Vigor, it is a huge, silly, fast ridiculousness that just makes the entire group go zoomy, fast, Sanic to Hoojhag level. And of course, this can be multiplied with other run walk effects like Burst of Speed, Frenzy from the Barbarian, Blaze on the Sorceress, and so forth and so on to make the characters run even faster. And even if you don't have a Paladin in the group, one of the things that you can definitely do is you can run the Harmony Bow. Now, I do believe I still have my Freezing Arrows on. She should be on here anyway. Here, old Frostbite. I don't even know if she still has her equipment, but let's go see. I may have stripped her of everything that she owned. There it is, right there. I even signed it and everything. So this is my Harmony Bow that I utilized all throughout Season 3? Was it Season 3? I can't even remember. But basically, I would have this on swap. So whenever I was running around to, and there were no monsters, I would just switch to the Harmony Bow. You can also switch to the Harmony Bow in town so that you can run faster in here. And it's a particularly cheap rune word at only Tier Ith Soul Ko. Ko being the most expensive rune in the rune word. It provides some pretty decent damage, but mainly it's the level 10 Vigor aura that allows you to get around really fast, and you can give that to the rest of your group as well, which is highly beneficial. all in all, Vigor is not really like the most ridiculously great aura that you're going to run all the time. But it's definitely something that everybody is thankful when it is up. Nobody really wants to sacrifice, sacrifice the aura slot, because if you're a paladin, you would probably much rather be using something that's going to increase your damage output, like for instance, fanaticism, concentration, conviction maybe, or holy shock, holy freeze, or holy fire, or whatever it is that you're running that's specifically to help out the damage of yourself and your allies. It makes more sense to run those when you're killing monsters. But whenever you're not killing monsters on a paladin, it's always nice to swap over to Vigor to basically make it so the team can run faster. And it certainly doesn't hurt, because everybody in the group will be thankful for you putting the Vigor aura on to make things go quicker. In fact, a lot of the times when we do terror zones, especially the timed terror zones, because they're only an hour long, and there's something like Worldstone Keep or Chaos Sanctuary, having somebody run Vigor increases our EXP quite exponentially, because everybody can get in there, fight the monsters, kill the monsters, move to the next pack much faster than we would otherwise, which is absolutely great. I think that's pretty much it for Vigor. If you want to check out my Sanic to Hooge hag videos, I have 2 of those up. One of them is a legitimate Sanic to Hooge hag with all legitimate faster run walk gear, trying to get the fastest speed that he possibly can, and he already goes really fast. The second one, the one that you saw, was actually the cheated version, and believe it or not, he's actually not that much faster than the non-cheated version. I was actually quite surprised. Anyway, as always, thanks for watching, and keep watching.